Hello and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff, and today is the third, but not the final installment. Now normally when you hear third, it's usually the final installment. And I'll tell you why it's not the final installment. This is a Creator 3-in-1. If you've missed versions 1 and 2, this is version 3. Go back and watch versions 1 and 2. But you say, okay, well 3, how do you get not the final? That's because I gave you version 1 a video, version 2 a video, now we got version 3, and then the last video is going to be all 3 of them side by side. So that's why it's not the final. This is officially set number 31153, The Modern House. It was just released August the 1st of 2024, so just about a month ago. 939 pieces, 2 minifigures, retails for $99.99 in the US. Okay, so for those who have not seen my videos before, this is not going to be a review. It'll be a review of my review. For those who have seen my videos, I'm sorry, but I got to go through this. So here's how it goes, guys. First, you hit the like button, and then you subscribe if you haven't already. Just kidding. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. What I do is I give you dimensions. Then I tell you anything I know about the figures. I look that up online, and then I give you from 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best. I rate value, creativity, playability, ease of build, and then the part out value. Then the 6th ranking is also 0 to 10, and it's an average of those first 5 scores. So that way, whenever you watch my videos and you see an 8.4 versus an 8.6, you know the 8.6 just slightly better than the 8.4. And that's how I try to do it. Try to give you guys my fair and honest opinion. I'm not sponsored by anybody. Lego does not give me these sets. I buy these sets. It's my review, and it's an honest review. So, without further ado, let's jump into this review. But let's just remember that these videos are Enzo approved. To kick off this review, let's do the dimensions. So, the set, it is 5 3/4 inches long, 3 3/4 inches wide, and 11 3/4 inch tall. So this is the day of 3/4. Anyway, if you're on the metric system, that is 9 centimeters by 14.5 centimeters by 30.5, or 30 centimeters even. Now, I'm just going to gloss over this real briefly. I had someone criticize me about my dimensions. They said, well, I measured mine and it was slightly different. Okay, that's cool. I do approximate, okay? So these are approximate, because if it's 9.1 centimeters, I'm not going to say 9.1. I'm just going to call it 9. And if it's at 14.8, I'm going to say it's 15, okay? So there you go. It is approximate. As far as the minifigures go, well, you got 2 of them here. And online, the only information I could find is they call us the Modern House Resident Female and the Modern House Resident Male. So there you go. Simple as that. When it comes to value, well, this is a great value in my opinion, because it's $99.99 in the States, 939 pieces, 2 minifigures, that's 10.6 cents per piece. And that is a great value. And I don't feel like Lego went cheap on this or tried to shove a bunch of small pieces up the count like they do sometimes. They didn't do that here. So it's a 10 out of 10. Creativity. I love this set. I love how the sets are indented here. The steps, I'm sorry. I love this wooden barrier here. A little bit of plant life here. We've got a little sunshade here. We've got on the roof, we've got a little garden going on here. A little spot to lay out in the sun, a little, looks like ventilation here. I don't know what this is supposed to be, some sort of umbrella. And on the inside, you've got a dining room table with a house plant. I like that. We've got an indoor bathtub with a rubber ducky. So I think Ernie, I'm sorry, from Sesame Street, would be very proud of us to have the rubber ducky. In fact, he'll start singing his song, Rubber Ducky. But anyway, and then down here, we've got a little kitchen area and it looks like an adult beverage again. And we got the little throw rug here. Now, that's not the only thing about the creativity I like. One of the main things I liked about this set is this front part. Now, I was trying to take it off, but my fingers are just too fat. And so, oh, there it goes. Okay. So this right here is why I like this set the most. They put this giant window piece, and it's a stud knot on top, or snot method. One of my favorites, and I've been using this more and more in my builds, and I'm getting better at it. I'm not an expert at it yet, and I love the snot technique, and I love how they've placed it here to give it a dimension that normally it can't have, but through doing it this way, we do have it. So I like it a lot. So creativity is an 8. Playability, I'll give it a 9. And here's why. As much as I like this set, my Lego builds have to be realistic. I don't know if you noticed that about my stuff. They're functional, they're whatever. And there's no stairs to get from each level. So what do? Do they do a Spider-Man on the on the outside of the wall to get there? I don't know. I don't think so. So I will give the playability a 9. Ease of build a 7. Now this set was not hard to put together by any stretch of the imagination. However, I do base this off of my 6-year-old granddaughter putting it together, and I think she would have just a tiny bit of difficulty, so I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. The part out value is a 9. There's a lot of good parts here. In fact, you see a lot of different windows, you see tiles, you see trophies here, you see glasses, plant life, you see a lot. So it's a 9 out of 10. And if you average everything together, that's an 8.6 out of 10, which is an excellent score. This concludes the review of version number 3 of set number 31153, the Modern House Creator 3-in-1. I really enjoyed these videos. Please be looking out for my next video, which is coming shortly, and that's where we compare all 3 side by side at once. Why do we do that? Because I bought 3 versions and we can. That's why. No other reason. Also, I think it's cool. So I say the only reason I lie. I think it's cool. And I figure if you've got the money, get all 3. And if you don't, that's totally cool. I totally understand. And speaking of that, if you want to help the channel, here's a couple ways you can do it. Head over to Bricklink. I have a store called the Chip Off the Old Block. We are just under 800,000 pieces. I ship within 1 business day in most cases. And that is a popular way to help support the channel, because you're adding to your collection at the same time you're helping me add to my collection. Or if you just want to donate directly to the channel, there's a PayPal link to do a PayPal me donation. I'd appreciate anything. If you don't have the financial means, that's totally okay. I understand. I get it. There's other ways to support the channel that don't involve forking over any money at all. And the first way is just to be in my marketing department by sharing a link to this video or any of my other videos on other social media platforms. Just let people know the word, get the word out there for me. I can't do it. I don't have the time. I don't have the ability to do it at this time. But if you can do it, and if just 10% of you did it, this channel would grow exponentially. So I'd appreciate anybody who shares a link. So especially if you know there's Lego fans out there. And just please do it. Also, if you watch another video right after this one, before you do anything else, that triggers the algorithm. The algorithm loves it, and it says, oh, people are spending time on this channel. Let me go ahead and push this out to more people. So please, go ahead and do that. I'd appreciate it. All right, guys and gals, be good to each other. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on my next one.